Hello students, welcome to the section Separation Axioms in Topological Spaces. So in previous sections we discussed basic concepts of topological spaces and their properties. But we didn't discuss any important condition which guarantees that existence of sufficient number of open sets in the topological space. So in this section we are dealing with how can we ensure a good number of or a minimum number of open sets in the topological space. So for that, if you consider a indiscrete topological space X tau I, where tau I denote the indiscrete topology, then if you can consider any two points x and y, two different points in capital X. Okay. Then can you suggest two open sets containing x and y separately? You know, the open sets in the indiscrete topology are empty set and whole set itself, entire set itself. So empty set, which is, even though it is an open set, it cannot contain any of these elements, right? So X is the only open set containing X and Y. So X is the open set. X itself is the open set which contains both X and Y. So there is no two different open sets. There are no two different open sets which are containing X and Y separately. X എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഓപ്പൺ സെറ്റ് എക്സിനെയും വൈനെയും കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. എക്സിനെ മാത്രം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വൈനെ മാത്രം കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഒരു ഓപ്പൺ സെറ്റ് നമുക്കിവിടെ കാണാനായിട്ട് കഴിയുന്നില്ല. So we are going to discuss how can we classify topological spaces using open sets, or how will ensure that there are open sets which are required for separating different elements in that space. So we are going to discuss the conditions or the axioms of separations which are denoted by tau naught and tau 1, tau 2. So first we will discuss the separation axioms tau naught, tau 1 and tau 2. Okay. T naught. This representation is T naught, T1 and T2. Okay. So the T naught space says that, or a topological space X tau is said to be T1 if we consider any two elements X and Y, if X not equal to Y be two elements of capital X, then there exists, okay, we will define T naught first. X naught is said to be T naught if you consider any two different elements in capital X, then there exists an open set U such that X belongs to U. X belongs to U but Y not belongs to U. That means a topological space is said to be T naught space, or it's said to satisfy T naught axiom if we consider any two points X and Y in capital X, then there is an open set U such that which contains only X not Y. There is an open set U such that U belongs to tau such that U contains X only, not Y. Or I can say that it may contain either, suppose this is Y and this is X, then there is an open set U such that U contains only Y, not the X. That means there is a open set which contain only one point, not the other. So that I can say that space is T naught space. അല്ലേ, ഏത് രണ്ട് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് എലമെൻറ്റ്സ് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാലും ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒന്നിനെ മാത്രം കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഓപ്പൺ സെറ്റ് എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, ഒന്നുകിൽ ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ, ഒന്നുകിൽ വൈനെ മാത്രം കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതാവാം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എക്സിനെ മാത്രം കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതാവാം, ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു രീതിയിൽ എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ ഐ ക്യാൻ സേ ദാറ്റ് സ്പേസ് ഇസ് T naught സ്പേസ്. ക്ലിയർ അല്ലേ? Now a space X tau is said to be T1 or said to satisfy the T1 axiom when, if you consider any two different points X and Y in capital X, then there exist two different open sets actually two open sets u and v such that x belongs to u and y belongs to v. That means a space is said to be T1, x tau is said to be T1 when if we consider x and y are two different elements in capital X, then there exists different open sets. There is an open set u containing x and there is an open set v which containing y. Okay. And remember, these two open sets may or may not intersect each other. Okay, either like this or they may be disjoint. So which is called a T1 space. But T1 space says that there is the two different open sets containing two different elements in capital X. Then that space is said to be T1 space. T1 ആവണമെങ്കിൽ ഏത് രണ്ട് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് എലമെൻ്റ് എടുത്താലും അതിനെ കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന രണ്ട് ഓപ്പൺ സെറ്റുകൾ യുവും വിയും ഉണ്ടാവണം. In T0 space, it says that there is only one. There may exist only one open set U such that which contain either X or Y. Okay. But the condition T2 or T2 axiom says that a topological space is a T2 space or said to satisfy T2 axiom if we consider any two different elements in that space x and y, then there exist two open sets u and v such that x belongs to u, y belongs to v, and these two open sets are disjoint. That means for any two different elements in capital X, there exist two disjoint open sets u and v such that x belongs to u, y belongs to v. So T2 axiom says that there exist two disjoint open sets which containing two different elements. And T1 space says that there exist two open sets u and v. They may not be disjoint each other, but they contain x, u contain x and v contains y. But T0 space says that if you consider any two different elements in capital X, there exists only one open set which contain either x or y, but not the other. Okay. So these are the first three axioms of defined in topological space. Okay. So T0 space ensure that there exists an open set which ensure that the existence of only one open sets corresponding to every element. And T1 space says that any two different elements, there will exist two open sets u and v. But T2 space says that any two different elements corresponding to any two different elements, there will exist two disjoint open sets u and v says that u contain first one and v contains the second one. Okay. Now, you can note that if a space is T2, if X is T2 space, then if a space is T2 means if you consider any two different points in capital X, there will exist disjoint open sets u and v in capital X such that u contains x and v contains y, and they are disjoint also. Okay. So it is easy to verify that if a space is T2, then clearly it is T1, right? Because there exist two different open sets u and v containing two different elements. Therefore clearly it is T1. And I can say that it is T0 also, because u is an open set which contain only x, not the y, right? And v is an open set only contain y, not x. Therefore there surely exists two different open sets, means there exists one open set also. Therefore I can say that when a space is T2, then itself is T1 and it is T0, right? Therefore every T2 space will always imply T1 space, and T1 space always implies T0 space. So from the definition itself, I can say that T2 axioms always imply T1 axiom, T1 axiom always imply T0 axiom. So T2 always implies T1 always implies T0. That means if a space is T2, it is T1 and it is T0. Okay. What about the converse? Can we say that every T0 space is T1 and T1 space is T2, etc.? No. Right? So we will go to some examples. For example, consider the indiscrete space tau I. Tau I denote indiscrete space, indiscrete topology. Okay. Then the only open sets are empty set. Tau I is nothing but the empty set and capital X itself. So if we consider any two elements x comma y in capital X such that x not equal to y, then there will not exist two different open sets containing x and y. So I can say that it is not T2. Okay, and I can say that it is not T1 also. Okay, because since it is a indiscrete space, if x and y are two different points and capital X is the only open set which contains both x and y, there will not exist any open set which contain only x or which contains only y, not the x. So which implies there exists no open set U such that x belongs to U but y not belongs to U, or vice versa. Therefore, it is not T0. It is not T0 space. Therefore, it is not, even it is not, since it is not T0, it can't be T1 and it can't be T2. Because there is no at least one open set. Then how can we find out two different open sets in this space? So it is not T1 space. Therefore, it is not T2 space. So, indiscrete space does not satisfy the separation axioms T2, T1 and T0. Therefore, indiscrete space is not satisfies any or T0, T1 and T2. It does not satisfy any of these separation axioms. Okay. Now we go to the discrete space. You consider the discrete space. Discrete space means X with a discrete topology. I denote it as tau D. Discrete topology. Okay. So I take two elements. Let x comma y belongs to capital X such that they are different elements. Okay. Then in order to say it is T0, we need to ensure that there is an open set U such that which contains only one of these elements x and y. അല്ലേ, എക്സിനെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വൈനെ മാത്രം കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഒരു ഓപ്പൺ സെറ്റ് ഉണ്ടാവണം നമുക്ക്. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ ടേക്ക് U equal to singleton x. Okay, then in discrete topological space every subset will be open, therefore singletons are open, right? So since singleton is an open set, singleton x will be an open set in capital X. So which implies U is open in X. And it is easy to see that Y cannot be belongs to U because it is a singleton set X. Therefore U is the open set which contain only X but not Y. Right? Therefore it is T1. It is not T1, I'm sorry, it is T0 space. Okay. Now to verify it is T1, so take V equal to singleton Y. Okay, then by the same reason V is open in X. Okay, so corresponding to two different elements x comma y in capital X, I can consider two open sets singleton X and singleton Y. They are open sets and it contains X and Y separately, right? Which implies X belongs to U and Y belongs to V, where U and V are comma U and V are open in X, right? Which implies discrete space is T1. Okay, to verify it is T2, we need only show that there exist two different open sets U and V such that X belongs to U, Y belongs to V, and these two open sets are disjoint. Here we can see that singleton X and singleton Y, U and V are clearly disjoint set because they have no common elements. Here U intersection V is clearly empty because they are disjoint, right? So which implies if you consider any two different elements in capital X, then you take U equal to singleton X and V equal to singleton Y, then U and V are two disjoint open sets in capital X which contains X and Y separately, which implies X is T2. So discrete space satisfies all T0, T1 and T2, all these separation axiom. First is the separation axioms. Okay. So discrete space is T2, T1 and T0. But in discrete space is not T1, not T2, not T0. Okay. Now what is a T2 axiom? T2 axiom says that for any two different elements there will exist two disjoint open sets U and V such that U contains X and V contains Y. And T2 spaces are also called a Hausdorff space. T2 spaces are also called a Hausdorff space. So we have discussed the property of Hausdorff space already in the previous sections, right? And you know every metric space is a Hausdorff space, right? Every metric space is a Hausdorff space. Therefore, every metric space is T2 space, right? Every metric space is T2. How can we prove that every metric space is T2? So let X2 be a or XD be a metric space. Okay, we are going to prove that it is a T2 space. How will you prove that a space is T2 or it is Hausdorff? If we have to consider two different elements. So let X comma Y belongs to capital X such that X not equal to Y. Then we need to prove that there exist two disjoint open sets containing X and Y separately, right? Since X is not equal to Y, you know, distance between X and Y will be greater than 0, right? Then their distance between X and Y divided by 2 will be greater than 0. Then choose R such that R is less than distance between X and Y by 2. That means we have a metric space XD, you take 2 points X and Y, then there is a distance between them, right? Since they are not equal, there is some distance between them. Then you take the half of the distance. Now you choose R such that which is less than the half of the distance. So choose some R such that which is less than this, means that will be some this much distance, okay? Then you construct an open set with the center X with the radius R. Then that will be like this. And here like this. So these will be two different open sets containing X and Y separately. And they are disjoint also. Right? അല്ലേ, ഇത് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ഉണ്ടാവും, അതിൻ്റെ പകുതി കാണാം, അതിനേക്കാൾ കുറവുള്ള ഒരു റേഡിയസ് എടുത്തിട്ട് എക്സിനെയും വൈനെയും കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന രണ്ട് ഓപ്പൺ ബോൾസ് നമ്മൾ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ആ രണ്ട് ഓപ്പൺ ബോൾസ് എന്തായി മാറുന്നു? ഓപ്പൺ ബോൾസ് ഒക്കെ ഓപ്പൺ സെറ്റ്സ് ആണ് മെട്രിക് സ്പേസിലും ടോപ്പോളജിക്കൽ സ്പേസിലും. Therefore they will be two disjoint open sets for the corresponding for the required condition. Okay, then take U equal to BD of X comma R, which means open ball centered at X with the radius R, okay, with the radius R, and V equal to some BD of Y comma R, then which is nothing but open ball centered at Y and with radius R. Then clearly I can say U intersection V will be empty because of this picture. Okay, then since open balls are open sets, they are the neighborhoods, and neighborhoods are every open ball is an open set. Therefore I can say that U and V are open and U and V are open. Okay, and you can see that X belongs to U and Y belongs to V because X is a center point of U and Y is a center point of V. So which implies every metric space XD is a T2 space. Hausdorff space, or in particular it is T2 space. When a space will be T2, that will be T1 and that will be T0, because T2 space always implies T1, T1 always implies T0, which implies every metric space is T1 and every metric space is T0. So every metric space satisfies T0, T1 and T2 axioms. Okay, so which is an example, metric spaces. Now we will go to another example, which is our usual example, realign with the usual topology tau u. Realign with the usual topology tau u. Okay, to prove it is a T2 space, to see it satisfies the T2 axiom. I consider 2 points, let x comma y belongs to real numbers such that x and y are not equal. Okay. And in a similar way of metric spaces, I can prove that since they are not equal, you consider, now take u equal to x minus r, x plus r for some r greater than 0. Okay. Where this r is chosen such that r will be less than distance between x and y by 2. Or I can say that because real line with the usual topology is a metrizable topology, and we can induce it is actually induced topology by a metric, our usual metric modulus of x minus y. So there will be a distance between them. So you consider r such that r will be less than d of xy by 2. Then you take u equal to open interval x minus r, x plus r, and v equal to open interval y minus r, y plus r. Then clearly that will be of the form like this. Since every open intervals are open in the real line with the usual topology, u and v are open in usual topology, real line with the usual topology. And you can easily be clear that u intersection v will be empty and x belongs to u and y belongs to v, which implies real line with the usual topology is T2. When it is T2, that will be T1, that will be T0, which implies it is T1 and T0. So real line with the